Aries, welcome you on monthly reading for the month of December, and yeah, I guess you can get started. Okay, so Aries for December, let's see, okay, and we have the High Priestess, okay, so it's looking interesting. You will probably look for maybe deeper meanings in the things that are happening in your life or in yourself, you know, kind of like more of this spiritual side, I would say, but it's like very subtle. I think you will be really reflecting on things happening in your life or the things that even happened. Okay, but let's see, Aries in December, what's the energy, what will be happening in December for Aries? Aries in December. Also, you might be kind of switching to more of feminine or emotional side of yourself. It might be also that you'll be really in tune with your emotions in the month of December, really acting on them, you know. Okay. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed. I think I think you will be kind of learning from your mistakes. I think that's the point. You'll be looking maybe at the past or the things that are happening right now, and you'll be trying to kind of gain wisdom from them, you know, from those things, from things that are also happening inside of you, you know, and the mistakes that you maybe made, mistakes, you know. You'll be reflecting on those things, or even the bad things in your life, I would say, bad things, you know, you'll be trying to reflect on them and why did that happen, or what lesson you can kind of gain from it, you know. Or maybe you'll be trying to kind of figure out some complicated, complex things that are happening, or maybe people. You'll be trying to just figure out things, you know, kind of give them some kind of meaning, or kind of get to the bottom of those things, you know, in understanding way, you know. You'll be trying to understand what's happening. Okay, December for Aries, what else is there? What's the main energy for December for Aries? Ooh, okay. Okay, and we have the Page of Cups and the Fool reversed. Okay. You will be probably maybe meeting new people, or trying new things in your life, you know. I kind of get this kind of with this Fool reversed, I kind of get kind of a feeling of you, Aries, kind of going into things because you want to try them, you know, experimenting. That sounds fun, but this Fuller in reverse is kind of telling me that you will be really careless, you know. You'll be just I don't care, okay, I'm just doing it, who cares about the consequences of this. You'll be just I just gotta try it, okay, we live once. But yeah, definitely a lot of kind of this playful energy. Maybe you'll be dating, flirting, or you know, just meeting new people, trying new things. But also there's this emotional side to you, okay, that you'll be really embracing in the month of December. It's just this kind of compassionate side that you will be embracing, you know. It will be kind of refreshing, you know, you'll be trying to look at things from different perspective, from more of a feminine understanding way, you know. So that's very nice. Maybe you'll be also trying to kind of separate yourself from your ego, in the sense that you'll be trying to see the point of view of others, or basically maybe even just change your point of view to something else, maybe you'll be realizing that your point of view isn't all that there is, you know? Like, it's just how you see the world, but it doesn't have to be that way. But yeah, there's a lot of kind of like taking the risk, you know, like going with your feelings, you know, there's this like intuition, like emotional intuition. You'll be just like, I feel like doing that, okay, I will go and do that, okay? And it might be really kind of foolish, you know, and I think like maybe in some of this situation it might kind of bring you some some bad consequences, but it kind of looks fun for me. It's kind of like this careless living, you know. It might be also that you will be just like, for some of you it might be that you will be just like experiencing like this kind of heartbreak, and because of that you'll be just like in this mood like, I don't care anymore, I'm just doing what I want, you know. For some of you, you know, and you'll be just like in this mood like, I don't care, let anything happen. Okay, but that's some of you, like, okay, but I definitely see a lot of kind of this like playfulness, a lot of kind of like I don't care energy. I like, you know, you only live once. But yeah, definitely a lot of new experiences, a lot of kind of like compassion and changing your perspective a little bit on some things. Okay, let's maybe get some in-depth informations on that, kind of like psychology stuff, or kind of what's going on in your mind, or the reasoning behind this, you know. December for Aries. Aries in December. Aries in December. December for Aries. What's the energy? What's the energy? What's the energy? And we have the Hierophant reverse and the Fool. Okay. Yeah. Did I say the Hierophant? Yeah, I think I did. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, so you will feel, let me tap into that energy. You will feel just like this new, fresh kind of perspective, you know. You'll be just like feel like, man, I have so many options, like why am I not using them, you know? It's just like, I kind of feel very like this big energy of you kind of knowing that there might be a risk, there might be an obstacle, but you don't care, you just keep going, okay? You're just like, okay, there might be obstacles, but whatever, I just want to start fresh and new, and I don't even acknowledge those obstacles, you know? I'm just going into the deep water, you know? Like, yeah, a lot of kind of this new fresh energy, because I kind of get like some of you might be just like be tired of constantly feeling or experiencing the same thing or living the same life, and I just kind of get this energy of having to go out there and do something new, because that's not maybe how you want to live, okay? Even if it might seem crazy, okay? I kind of get an energy like, you might think like, oh man, like, should I do this? Like, people will think I'm crazy or something, but you don't care, okay? You don't care. This time you don't care. It might seem crazy. It definitely might seem crazy to others, but you just want something fresh. You just want to like experience. You just want to like break free from this thing you build up in your mind, like this reality you build for yourself, you know? Like, you don't care anymore what is normal, what is not, what you should do or shouldn't. You just want to go and do what you feel like doing, okay? And as I said, it might bring some bad consequences for you. But yeah, it it feels like fun. But yeah, for some of you it might also be like bad consequences in the way that you might get into like too much into like partying or some addictions, you know, like drugs and stuff, you know. It might kind of turn into this kind of thing. So there are some kind of dangers behind this. So that's something to care about, to remember. But yeah, let's see, maybe one more card for December for Aries. What's the energy for December for Aries? Okay, and we have the Lovers in reverse and Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay, there's definitely some kind of separation, you know? Some kind of like... Yeah, there's also like this feeling of something not accepted socially, or, you know, like something that seems just so crazy. But let me check one thing. Okay. Yeah, as I said, it's exactly what I said. It's like you kind of feeling like there's nothing more, you know, like you will feel, you'll be doing those things because you will feel like your life is always all the time the same, you know, like you are not experiencing anything new, and life just became like a little bit numb for some of you, you know, like maybe you feel even separated from the joy of life, you know, and that's why you feel this like kind of pressure, you know, that you have to go and do something because that's not how you want to spend this life, you know. You'll be just like, some of you might even do this because you'll be lacking this kind of stimulation in life, if I say this right. You'll be just like having to feel something, you know, like this feeling, like I kind of get this from few of you, like this feeling of kind of numbness, and you just feel like you have to like put the end to it, like you just have to feel something, like this heavy energy, you know. But for some of you it might be just like, you know, nothing is happening in your life, you just want to change this, you know. Yeah, and for some of you it might be just like you will want to do this because you feel maybe you are separated with someone or something. You might feel separated from life. I kind of get this like heavy vibes, like nothing is happening, you feel numb, you have to do something, or either way you feel like life has no point or something like that, you know. You just kind of feel like there's no direction in your life, you know. For some of you, of course, not for all of you, but I just really get this one string of energy, like it's kind of like heavy, you know. Like I love kind of like a reasoning, like maybe heartbreak, maybe just like this lack of direction, kind of needing to do something, you know, kind of this numbness, maybe even depression, you know. This kind of like separation from the life or happiness, or just, you know, being just kind of tired of something, or of living this kind of way, you know, because it feels just like you wake up and you do everything the same each day, and it just feels heavy, you know. Like some of you might even feel like you live by certain by certain no, I can't say this. You live by certain ways, you know, like all your life is kind of looking the same because you live by certain rules, okay. And you would be just like feeling very controlled, like very in the cage, you know, and you would just like damn, I want to breathe, you know, I want to be myself, I want to do what I want to do, and don't be locked in my mind, in my own mindset, or like society norms, or you know, like in what I should do, you know. It would be just like kind of like a breakthrough, you know. So yeah, a lot of kind of like intuition and kind of like listening to what is deep inside of you, not to your logic, you know, like having to let your emotions control you for a while, because it's kind of what you be feeling like you need, okay. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of separation, you know, like maybe with a person, maybe from something, just, you know, like you be maybe missing something, and that is maybe what will make you feel kind of numb in life, like for some of you. But yeah, it definitely feels like some of you will do some crazy stuff that might seem really crazy to others, you know, like even unacceptable, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm kind of like interested what this Seven of Swords might mean, like more in depth. Yeah, it might be about this separation, like maybe you will be reflecting why this separation kind of happened, or why maybe there's some distance between you and something or someone, you know? Like there's just some kind of like missing separation, like this kind of thing, and maybe it's because of your own kind of your own actions in some way. Like maybe you or them or something just was kind of like trickery or a lie or something, and that's what you might be kind of reflecting on. Okay, but let's get maybe clarification on that then. Seven of Swords. What is it about for Aries in December? Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay. Okay. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I kind of get the deep feeling like you'll be kind of trying to see the deeper, more positive meaning in this thing. Okay? It's like, let me tap into that energy. So it's either you or someone else or some kind of situation. There was just like this kind of like lying or maybe like trickery or if this kind of thing, and I think like you'll be trying to think what's next in that situation, you know? Some of you might even run away from this thing with this pleasure and stuff and this new start. You might be running away from making the decision what's next with that, you know? What's next with this thing that happened? What about this lie? What about this? There's something that you just lost a little bit faith in, you know? Just something happened and you lost a little bit faith in, you know? It might be a person, it might be a situation, it might be even yourself, because it might be you who lied or did something, you know? But there's this kind of like energy that is kind of like confusing because you don't know what to do about this, you know? Because you're not sure if you have like 100% faith in that working out, you know? Or you don't have the reassurance that you can trust in that in 100%. And you'll be kind of like thinking about this, like, okay, what do I do next? Okay, where do I go with that? You'll be trying to see like positives, but you still will not fully know what's up with that, what you will do. And I think like that's why you'll be really like trying to forget maybe about this, some of you, and like go and enjoy, or like go and listen to your feelings and do what you want, and kind of like a little bit like escaping this decision, you know, and like enjoying life either way. Okay. But yeah, there's sort of kind of like, I need to rest, I need to like run away from this, take a step back to gain perspective, you know, and enjoy life for now, enjoy my kind of time that I can have now right now for myself or something. But let's see, I kind of wanna get more clarification on that. Let's see, Seven of Swords reversed for December for Aries. Or maybe the Lovers in reverse. What's up with that? Yeah, we have Five of Swords reversed. It's like exactly the same thing. You don't know what to do about this. Okay, it's like you keep thinking, and you go in one direction, but then you keep thinking and you go in another direction. Then at the end, you just don't know, because maybe you don't know what are actually your values in life. You know, you'll be trying to figure out, like, is this important for you? You know, or like, what is kind of the deciding about your faith on or trusting in this, you know? I think like you'll be trying to, or you'll be needing to set your values, you know. That's why you'll be trying to break free from your mindset, you know, because you will not kind of know what's up with that. Like, is this what you really want, or is it just something that you know, got programmed in, you program yourself to be, you know? There's a lot of kind of like you need to kind of break from your mindset to kind of see in perspective what it is you really want, because this mindset might not be who you are, but how you were raised, okay? Like, I don't know, for example, you were raised to think like, okay, if you find a person, you have to marry them, have a family and stuff, but deep inside might not be who you truly are. It's just an example, of course, just an example, but something like that. You'll be like trying to figure out what it is you want. Where are you going with that, okay? What are your values, you know? Like, why are you keep holding on to this thing? That's very interesting. But yeah, either way, there was some kind of lie, some kind of trickery, or something that kind of broke your maybe trust or faith in it, and would be trying to figure out what's next. Where do you go now, okay? You'll be really thinking about this, okay? Okay, but let's get maybe more of keyword for that. About what's going on. Aries for December. Aries for December. What's the keyword? What's the keyword? What's going on? What's the story in December for Aries? Okay. Okay. And we have the choice and the union. Okay, so choice, like, yeah, definitely. You'll be trying to make a choice, as I said, about what are your kind of values, what do you do with that thing, like, do you have really faith in it, or like, should you separate or something, because there is this kind of separation coming in, but it might be just you kind of separating yourself from the world to kind of think about some stuff. You also kind of like reflecting on some things, on like things you shouldn't, and on what you actually want, you know. And we have a union, okay, which is kind of like connecting with this Lovers card. I kind of get a feeling like this choice might be about something romantic, you know, not necessary, but first there's just kind of the sense of you being disconnected from someone or something, you know. It might be romantic, it doesn't have to be, but it might be just you kind of being disconnected from yourself, because I said you don't know exactly. You'll be really reflecting on things that you actually want in life and what it is that you want exactly, and not what was kind of programmed in your mind, you know. So there would be kind of like this, I would say, like forgetting who you are to kind of find yourself again in some way. It doesn't have to be like you, but it might be just you in certain area of your life. But yeah, definitely a lot of kind of like experimenting, a lot of kind of like trying to see what it is that you like, actually what it is you don't like. A lot of experimenting, like this fools, like you just want to risk, you just want to know what it is you like, you just want to like experience something new. So yeah, there's definitely like this, also this union with your kind of feelings, you know. You'll be really letting your feelings in and doing what it is that you actually want, because, you know, feelings are the things that are telling us what we are. So you'll be like forgetting about your mindset kind of, and just listening to your intuition and feelings, you know, to kind of figure out what it is you like, you know. You will stop for a minute listening to your head, but tap into these feelings of yours, you know. And that's how you'll be trying to figure out what it is you actually like in life, because you might realize that things that you thought you like or want in life might not be actually what is bringing you this fulfillment in life. It might be just something that you thought you wanted. Whew, that's a lot of information. But let's see on more of a maybe spiritual side of those things. So December for Aries. Aries in December, what's the energy, what's going on? December for Aries, Aries in December. What's the more of a spiritual side to it? And we have the moon and the Wheel of Fortune, I think. Yeah, Whoa, that seems crazy. New cycle and new perspective, like it's exactly that, okay? Like spirituality, it will be spirituality wise, it will be just like you completely switching your perspective and like looking at things in different light, you know, because you'll be realizing like, hey, I was looking all my life on this thing in this certain way, but I take a step back and I see it in completely different light, okay? If that makes sense. But yeah, it would be definitely like a big change of perspective, and you'll be just like, wait, so life can look that way? Or wait, I was like living my life thinking this is what I want or feel, and it's not. But definitely there's a big new beginning of a new cycle, especially with like 2 fools, you know. It's very nice energy. I like it. It's like completely new cycle. Like, just look at this card. It's like, wow, it has like this power. Wow. I just can stare at it like for hours. It's like, wow, hey, look, you don't know what it is, but something is coming. Something new is coming, okay? It's a new, fresh, big cycle. Wow. Okay, let's see one more card maybe for spirituality for December. Spirituality-wise, what will be happening like energetically December for Aries? Something new is coming though. Something new is coming though. A lot of things, okay. Yeah, and we have the 2 of Wands. Exactly. It will be just you kind of experimenting and learning in a fun way. You'll be just like very risky and very like exactly. Just like exactly. It will be just like you, like completely forgetting who you are in a full way, or maybe just in particular way, in particular area of your life, but you'll be just like completely like, you know, I just gotta, you know, look at things in completely different way, like with my feelings and feel them, because things might not be as they look, you know. And you'll be just like, so some of you might be really like excited to start this new cycle, you know. It will be just like you'll be discovering yourself or things or your feelings or whatever it might really be in a completely new different way, and it will be like in the way like what you enjoy, you know. It will be learning by experimenting, you know, like this fun way of doing this, you know. There will be a lot of kind of like setting values in your life and like figuring out who you are, what you want, or what do you want to do about certain things, and you'll be doing that by experimenting and kind of having fun, you know, like going out there and doing what you want, you know, because that's what experimenting is about. You will let yourself free, like careless completely, you know, like I really like those cards. I really like those cards, though as I said, for some of it might bring some bad consequences, so it's something to kind of care about. Don't let yourself kind of like fall into that too deep, too hard, you know, like into this partying or stuff, you know, or, you know, getting addicted to some things, you know, like escaping even your feelings in some kind of way without even noticing. Okay, let's see, what's the main energy for, okay. And we have Endurance and Angel of Heralds, I think. Okay, so yeah, it will be just you kind of like seeing this fresh new world in front of you. Like you'll be just like discovering things. The reality you live it by will be completely like shifting, okay? Because you will realize like, whoa, hey, I have this in me and I didn't even notice. I was just like so engaged when it comes to something, you know? Or even yourself or the world in overall, even, you know. It really depends. For some of it may be a bigger kind of awakening, and for some of it may be just in certain way. But yeah, it's definitely you kind of seeing this thing and be like, whoa, I gotta look into that. It's like very like the card of kind of discovering, you know, like you finally like see something, you discover something, and this like what? And endurance, okay? Yeah, it's just like it's like you kind of like, wait, I get the energy, but I can't read it. I can't find the word to describe it. It's like you kind of figuring out or like asking yourself if what you kind of created for yourself is what you really want. Like, damn, wait a minute. It's a complicated energy. It's like, oh, yes. It's like you be figuring out if what you want, what you thought you wanted in life, or what you thought creating was worth it. Like, is it actually enjoyable? Is it fulfilling for you, or is it kind of like crushing your spirit, you know? It's kind of this type of way, you know? It's this type of energy. Like, you created all of this because that's what you thought you wanted, but at the end you might be thinking like, is it what I wanted? Isn't it like making me weak? Isn't it like making me crushed or feeling how to say this, like heavy? Like, maybe it's not what I want. Maybe out of what I created is not really what I wanted in my life. Like, whoa, it's like this huge realization. Okay, but now let's see, Aries, for you. What's your advice card from angel, spirit, guys, whatever you believe, from universe? Let's see. Okay, let go. Okay, definitely you'll be letting go of probably control of your mindset, of anything, but that is my message for you. Whatever it might mean to you, let go. Okay, just let go. You have to like, again, I feel like you just have to like break free, like let yourself go, because you're just like crushed by something, crushed by reality, crushed by daily life, you know? It will be crushing you, you know? That's why you'll be feeling this pressure to break free. Go do something, you know? You just like feeling like you just have to let it go finally. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. So thank you so much for watching, Aries. I hope the reading resonated. If you would like, then leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I would really appreciate this. However, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful month. Thank you so much. Bye bye.